I cannot shoot fireballs. I'm gonna get off this burb. Anyway. So yes, I don't think I need them anymore now that I think about it. But still. Things that feminists have done in the past 10 years besides crying. Crying to the UN. There's that. They did that.
What?
There's two people, I believe, Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn, I think.
That person again?
Yeah, they went to have a conference in the United Nations, calling for the United Nations to ban people who don't like to protect the voice of feminism by shutting down all other forms of criticism online for protection, obviously. Censorship.
That sounds a bit salty.
What's that? Censorship? Never heard of it. It's what the patriarchy is doing, man.
Do they even know what censorship means?
I'm pretty sure they do, but if it's two men, I don't think they care. Anyway, this guy needs a shower. That's why it's raining, because he needs a shower. The reason he needs to shower is because he makes really smelly tea.
Oh,
yeah.
That's no good.
Now the problem is the mushrooms he makes tea with, because you can make tea out of mushrooms. I've been there before.
Absolutely.
Right? They're being assaulted by rats. So the best way to take care of these rats is obviously by mowing them down with fucking fireballs.
I have several questions.
Well, you're not getting them answered.
Damn it!
This is actually an incredibly super hard mini game. You absolutely have to murder every single rat with fireballs. Oui. And the thing is, you have infinite ammo too. So this is basically corpse opera. Sing along with me!
How about now?
Long ago, some seamers had been flushed down the loo, along with poo. They made the sewers, the town, their home, plotting revenge against the city, plotting revenge on the city. They thought the time was ripe to stage their coup. But I knew what to do. Using my wits, I thought of a great plan. Get them all jobs like average slobs. They were not too keen on my idea. They pulled tridents out on me. I took my giant gun and mowed them down. That's how I save the town.
Let's stop that.
Okay.
It's making me die inside.
Alright, but yeah, this is actually hard game. I've felt plenty times before. But so yeah, censorship, trying to get the UN to censor men. Essentially. Come on, I can kill this guy eventually. Please! God damn it!
Oh, you can't lose even one of them.
I can't lose a single one.
God damn.
Yeah, that's why this is so difficult. And they throw a million rats at you. And you have to use this analog stick to aim again.
Not again.
Because you love fun old video game concepts. And they also travel in zigzags, so make that even harder, why don't you? I don't think this video game is hard, man. Let's make them run in zigzags. You know, just like when you're running away from an alligator, except you're running directly into fireballs. Yay. I can eventually kill them, right? Oh.
You failed.
Yep. Get used to that. But honestly, like, another thing feminists managed to do is they managed to get one of those, I forget, State of Minnesota, I believe, or State University of a state that starts with an M. I think it's Minnesota though. But they got one of the principals fired because blacks are complaining about racist statements, and they thought they weren't protected enough. And as a result, the college basically did everything to try to appeal the appeal to this so that they don't get in trouble, all the way up into firing the guy who wasn't protecting them. So I don't know what that accomplished though. Like, you got a guy fired, so now what? People no longer say racist statements? I don't know. I don't think getting a person fired is the answer to anything. Like, getting rid of people, that's not how you solve problems. That's how you make more problems, if anything. That's why suicide bombing works so well. No, that's not how it works. Oh no, like,
how'd you get to that?
It's a social commentary thing. It doesn't make much sense when you don't think about it. But it's like the whole idea of martyrdom and genocide. Anyway,
Great.
not genocide, but like they got the person fired, but I don't think that actually fixed anything. Like all the college did was appeal to what people were complaining about, and that was it. They weren't actually addressing the problem. They were just asking, "Oh yeah, what's the problem?" so we can fix it. They're asking what the problem was, if anything. Like colleges. First off, colleges. Do you know what a college is? It's a place of higher learning. So you'd think that the people who are running it would be smart, right?
Wrong.
So if a college doesn't have the balls to solve their own goddamn problem, like, what the hell? Instead, they have to ask, like, people on the internet, how are we going to fix this problem that we apparently have?
Also, it sounds like they didn't even know there was a problem.
It barely sounds like there was a problem either. It doesn't even sound like a problem. It sounds like people were making a problem out of something that isn't really a problem.
Is this one of them making a mountain out of a molehill kind of things?
Yeah. They're just angry people with nothing to be angry at. That's another thing that they do. They take offense for other people. Like the Tumblrinas and whatever you guys call them, I don't even know. Oh yeah, I got them all somehow. But like, the idea of taking offense for someone in itself is very offensive. Right? That means these people, that's basically saying these people do not know how to stand up for themselves, right? And therefore I have to stand up for them and solve the problems for them in order to make sure that they are protected because they cannot help themselves.
That almost kind of sounds like they're thinking a bit lowly of them.
Really now, yeah. I mean, it would make sense if the people were actually incapable, were actually unable to protect themselves, or don't have the capacity to, right? Like,
But these are other human beings.
like people with disabilities, right? They like people who cannot speak actually cannot speak. So people can can have to speak up for them because like otherwise like even if they try like to write stuff down and they're getting shut out, it won't matter, right? That's why people have to stand up for them because like they're clearly uncomfortable. Like they're speaking for them based off how they're acting on right now, right? So that you like don't put words on their mouth. Like don't put words in other people's mouths. Just say what they're thinking, right? It's really tough to do that because if the person doesn't speak, how do you know how he's feeling, right?
Yeah, that's a problem.
But that's basically what we have to do because otherwise you're just very 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 patronizing, and you. So what basically instead of helping out the person, what you're doing is helping out yourself. Like, oh, I'm being so helpful to these other people by solving all their problems for them. I'm a very helpful individual. I can solve all the problems in the world, and it's like. It's very selfish, it's very patronizing, very inhumane too. Because you're not taking into account other people's feelings, you're just doing it for yourself. And that's what these people are doing. They're taking offense they're taking offense for a subset of people who most of them do not care. I mean, of course there are people who care, and there are problems in the world where women are being oppressed and stuff like that. That shit exists. I fell into the swamp during a cutscene.
What happened?
Ow! Okay, that took a while to register. Ow! But we're okay.
That hurt.
Yeah, that was fair. But like, yeah, problems do exist in the world. But the thing is, action for that is very hard to come up with in the first place. Like, you can state there's a problem, but if you haven't done anything to contribute to finding a solution, then there might as well not be a problem at all, because it's just, you might as well not address it if you don't have a solution. You can discuss a solution though. That's something you can do. You can raise awareness and discuss what's over there.
What did you hit? What did you hit?
This is a spiky vine.
Oh, god damn it.
That's a spiky vine. Fuck this game.
Wow.
I say that for every game now.
That's rude.
Rude and unusual.
Rude!
This is unfair. Unfair video game mechanics.
Sounds like this game's triggering the rude alarm.
Honestly. Oh my god, we're talking about Tumblr and we get to triggers immediately. Fantastic stuff.
That's not what I meant!
Fun stuff.
God damn it! That's not what I meant.
But yeah, we discussed taking. Okay, one exception for taking offense to someone is if it's personal to you, right? Like if someone you know is actually mute, or if someone you know is actually like you know that person, they know you, and you guys respect each other, right?
Okay.
It has to be mutual too, right? Otherwise,
okay.
it's just you're making a fool out of yourself. Like that guy who said, "Leave Brittany alone." He's an idiot. Okay, he's a fucking idiot. Right? But like, if someone you know is getting disrespected, right? And they know you and they respect you and you respect them, right? Taking their side and getting offended for them is absolutely fine, because they're not there to speak their opinion, so you can be there to do it for them, because you know what they are like, right?
Yeah.
As long as you can empathize with the person you're defending, it's okay to defend them, because you're talking as them. You're basically
sort of being their spokesman?
Yeah. Spokesman. Anyway, we have to. She's gonna steal. This evil lady is gonna steal our stones again to activate the MacGuffin.
Oh no, not the MacGuffin.
So she uses all the power of the blue tea to lift a rock. You know, something that Chris Redfield could have done so easily.
Who's Chris Redfield?
Boulder punching. Resident Evil 5.
Oh, well, I haven't played Resident Evil.
You don't know boulder punching?
Not really.
Oh my god, you're late on these memes.
I'm not a guy who cares.
Honestly, although I have to say, boulder punching is boulder punching. I think this rock hurts.
It does.
Ow!
Ow!
Had to check it though.
I'm just a guy who plays video games. I'm not really one for
memes. I
memes.
need to spend orbs somewhere. Damn it. Am I missing a place? Just checking for the sake of hundreds. No. Alright, so now I have to go back to find out where I have to spend money. I have to press start in order to do that, because video games. Please don't get eaten. Thank you. Damn it. Come on. Okay. So, yeah, speaking up for your friends, is he gonna give us money? Or, I mean, scones? Yes, he is. Alright, so now we funded his gambling addiction, so now we can leave.
Yeah! Gambling.
Gambling!
That's not a good thing!
I'm still gonna double check though. No, I still have to give a person money. Fuck. Well, who do I have to give? You again? Yes! Fund his gambling addiction. Keep funding that gambling addiction. Another thing they like to talk about is cultural appropriation and how that's a bad thing.
Culture appropriation.
Yes, cultural appropriation. Do you know what that is?
I'm not sure.
It's basically where you have one culture, right?
Okay.
And another culture.
Alright.
And those cultures, like, copy, one culture basically copies or takes, sort of copies or references or, like, inherits? What's the word I'm looking for? It ingrains one culture's, like, traditions and whatnot into their own culture out of, like, whatever, right?
Okay.
So it's basically like if you see a white guy wearing like a Japanese kimono type, that's cultural appropriation, sort of, right? That's just like very basic stuff. It's not exactly cultural appropriation. It's just like, oh, this person's culture, I'm going to use that culture. I'm going to display that culture in my own culture for reasons, right?
All right.
So most of the time, cultural appropriation is actually a good thing because it spreads it. Like most native people, they really like cultural appropriation because it's very respectful to them because you have this one country, America, with millions of people, right?
Yeah.
And some of these people are actually respecting their country enough so to wear their like clothing and respecting and practice their traditions. Also, another one thing, you can completely avoid this attack if you jump to the lava. No, if you like go down here and then do this or not.
Oh, the lava insta kills.
Yeah, the lava insta kills. You can actually avoid all that by jumping off of this and back onto the ledge. It's actually possible, but I don't know how to do it. I don't think he aims. Yeah, this is a very annoying boss fight because the lava is one hit kill. Keep that in mind.
Good job! You don't know how to platform.
Okay, when you can fall through a platform like that, shut up.
Did you experience shenanigans?
I experience tons of shenanigans every day.
That's my job.
Yes, it is your job. And I stole it! When is the blue eco coming up?
Never.
Can I? Blue eco? Blue eco?
I think it broke. Oh, he's coming back.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, cultural appropriation. Most countries fuck this game. Most countries find it a very good thing, right? Tumblr doesn't for some reason.
Do they have reasons? And I mean actual reasons.
I think it's the same thing with that black police officer because they're black. Like white people can't be Indians. That's disrespectful. They can't pretend to be another culture, right? I think that's their argument. And I don't exactly see a problem with that. So, oh yeah, how much do you like Indiana Jones? Did I mention that this boss has 3 phases?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, what with you having 3 health and instant kill with lava floors? Fun times are ahead.
I feel like it'd depend on like what part of the culture they're actually bringing over.
It's not exactly bringing over, it's more like referencing, if anything. They're not really like taking over the culture, they're just referencing it.
Like something like clothes, that sounds pretty harmless.
Yeah. Okay, culturally appropriating death sentences, no.
That's
no.
inexcusable, no.
No.
Like harmless things I'd probably be fine with.
Yep. Harmless things.
Harmful things, no.
No.
That's just wrong no matter
It's
what.
like referencing a culture, that's all they do. It's all they do, and it's very respectful because, oh shit,
Oh, okay.
that guy, aimbot.
That sounds perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't see why exactly they have a problem with it, but they have a problem. And most foreigners who are like also on Tumblr, they're like to say, hey, I find that you thinking cultural appropriation is offensive to me is offensive to me. Trying to get someone to be offended for cultural appropriation of their own culture, they find that offensive. Like, if a white woman dressed up like a geisha, right?
Okay.
And like a Japanese person like respects that.
Okay.
Right? Tumblr will say, no, you don't respect that. It's rude to your own culture.
How?
So if anything, like I'm saying Tumblr because this is where their people have found them,
Okay.
right?
There are like actually
The blue
there are probably
disappeared.
sensible people on Tumblr.
Yeah, there's a bunch of sensible people. It's just that there's these also waves of hate on like the wrong people.
Speaking of waves, there's lava.
Yeah. Funny you should mention that.
I thought you were mentioning that because you noticed the lava.
I died and then fell into the lava. Funny. Last phase of the boss, and the blue Ica decides not to spawn. Video games.
This game really doesn't like you. Why'd you do that?
I don't even know. I was actually testing if I can like only single hop. Fuck it. I'm not dealing with this.
This is going so well.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a long talk, aren't we?
This is gonna be a fun talk.
Alright, so...
Okay, so...
Cultural appropriation doesn't sound that bad.
So yes, let's keep going down. Let's Tumblr shit.
Let's dig our own graves further.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Fun stuff. Oh, it's over here, isn't it?
This
You
game.
saw that,
I
right?
did.
You saw that. He did the stupid animation and jumped off a cliff.
This is so bad.
You have
Is this one of the most frustrating parts of the game?
It's frustrating for me. It's actually kind of easy if you're lazy and know how to do the game.
But you aren't lazy.
Oh, it's in the last rock that hits the motherfucking got it! I understand video games now.
It only...
Sophie, eat your heart out. Fun stuff. Fun video game. Keep saying those same words over and over again because repetition is what gets people going.
Yeah, it does seem to be a thing.
Yep.
It's very prevalent in songs.
Yep. But so yeah, trying to think of other things I saw on the Tumblr shit list that I didn't have prepared that I probably should have, but let's see, what else did idiots do? Oh yeah, one of the things we saw, well, I think